disgraced former teen mom to star, if we could even use that word, David Eason has finally gotten a trial date from the charges that he's facing for allegedly strangling Janelle's nephew, Jace, right? He was 14 years old at the time of the strangulation. David was charged with child abuse, and then he also was charged with assault by strangulation as well. And now, according to the Ashley's Reality Roundup, a final hearing is scheduled for October of this year, where David still has the possibility of entering into a plea deal. He's currently being represented by a public defender, right? Like he said that he couldn't afford his own lawyer. And so just as an FYI, we're going to be able to keep an eye on this and see how things ultimately end up playing out. It's crazy how long the situation has taken, right? Again, Jace was only 14 years old at the time of this alleged strangulation, and he actually just finished celebrating his 16th birthday. We talked about this in yesterday's episode of the Morning Report, but Janelle took him on a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon. They had a really good, upscale, beautiful dinner as well. And, it seemed to be like a nice time for him and whatnot. But, he's obviously gone through an awful lot in his short lifetime already. And so, and a lot of that is as a result of Janelle and her own decisions and the way that she has treated him over the years. So it's not going to make up for that stuff. But, it is a good start. Right. So keep an eye out on this story. Again, like apparently there was ring camera footage of this incident and stuff. And the second degree or the second charge of the strangulation that came out after there were visible marks on Jace. So I really do believe that this is something that could lead to some very serious, jail time for David Eason, especially considering the fact that he cannot hire, I'm not saying that public defenders are not good representation, but he can't hire the best of the best. So listen, everybody, are any of you guys witches? And this is a serious question. Are any of you guys witches? Like, be real, like witches. Because if we've got any witches here, maybe we could all I'm not one, but maybe, unfortunately, maybe we could all, what did they call that when the witches gather around together and they hop around the cauldron and they cast a spell? Witches, please, can we link up? And can y'all link up and cast a spell so that this man faces and is sentenced to the maximum time in prison? Please, witches, please link up. And if you're not a witch, but you know a witch, please send this clip to them. We need to be praying for David Eason, or deadbeat dog killing David Eason, to face the maximum. Suffer, qu'il crève, suffer. Oh, Nikki, your reading's coming up too. Yes, please let us know. Is this Virgo? This is still Leo season, right? The Virgos. So I guess you're going to be a Virgo, Nikki. Oh, that's so cool. Please let us know when it's your B-day, and I'll hopefully have that song ready. Gwen says, my door will be fully done tonight. I'm going to celebrate with a mini cookout and eating outside under my grape trellis. Ooh, it sounds so beautiful. I love that for you, Gwen. Have a great time celebrating, and let us know how it goes tomorrow. Carla says, bring us up just to take us back down. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, what goes up must come down. And unfortunately, the come down here is talking about deadbeat David Eason. I know. I'm disgusted too, y'all. I truly am. Laura says, I'm the one that exposed him as a homophobe. I remember you told me about this, Laura. Yes. And, good on you for sounding the alarm and eventually getting him kicked off the show. Nobody messes with your baby. Carly says, despite having no maternal instincts, how could you let a man who put the paws on your baby stay anywhere near them or you, much less get rid of the soul child? Exactly. And she went on a campaign online against the child. She said, you know what? David protected us from Jace. Jace is a bad kid. Jace is this. He's got mental problems. She went in on her own child. And then she made and that was in the video. And then after, she went on Instagram, created and posted these photos of David and her in a warm embrace. And she was saying, I love this man. He protects me. He protects my family. Oh, really? Did he protect your collarbone, girl? We didn't forget. All of that, to choose him over her son. And then she comes around talking about, happy 16th birthday, son. You have just done such a great job, making it through all the trials and tribulations of life. She's insane. She's literally freaking insane. Her homie. Can you imagine if I started saying that? Janelle's homie, Jace. Shelby says she celebrated Jason, dropped him off, and went, partying with Tori. Big sister behavior. Exactly. Wasn't she They were at a Kesha concert yesterday, weren't they? It's like, okay, Jace, happy birthday for the gram. Like, get the hell out of here, man. I'm going to do my Kesha concert. That's why I got these feathers in my hair type-ish. Laura says, I studied Wicca. Please, Laura, can you cast a spell? We need this man to literally be sentenced to the maximum. He's like a cat with 9 lives as far as the justice system is concerned. And I'm over it. I truly am. Hey, Amanda, how are you? I hope Jace gets so far away from all of them the second he can. Same here. And we know he will. And I really hope he has some money from the time that he appeared on Teen Mom and stuff, but I'm scared that Janelle spent it, unfortunately. Reality television star kids are just not as protected as, like, the actor kids and whatnot. Listen, Shelby, listen, desperate times call for desperate measures. I am seriously begging all of the witches in here to do something. We're a coven over here in the chat. Yes, please. What do we do? Do we like bounce around in a circle with like brooms and cauldrons? Please, guys, please, please, please send in those vibes. We want David locked up for life, please. Carly, please, 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 please. Yes, I love this. I'm actually really so excited to hear about some of you guys being like into Wicca, witches and stuff, crystals. Yes, Amanda's getting the leaves ready. Oh my God. Yes, you guys, please, please, please. Let's go, let's go, let's go. My mom would be so obsessed. Not so obsessed. She'd be so upset. Grace, what is this witchcraft you're promoting on your channel? Listen, girl, mind your own business. We're busy. Stirring the pot. Good morning, Acacia. How are you doing, boo? Good morning, Hold My Foot, Joe. So nice to see you. And listen, Catherine, did he? It's a valid question, isn't it? Did he protect that collarbone, girl? Yeah, exactly. Steph says, Janelle needs to calm down before Jason to just Gypsy. Do you think Gypsy these days she's taking commissions as a hit woman? Oh my God. Absolutely freaking hilarious. And thank you, Curly. I'm sure she's going to appreciate that. My God. Listen, guys, please keep praying. And I'm serious. If you guys believe in God, if you believe in Buddha, like whatever you believe in, please pray that David Eason is sentenced and he spends a lot of time in prison, because he should not be a free man under no circumstances. This is not, a creature that belongs in the outside world at all. And, what he allegedly did to Jace is terrible, and we need justice for Jace. Jace has had a hard life. Just by being born to Janelle Evans already put him like in last place, unfortunately, right? And so we need one win for Jace in life. We really do. Truly, let this be Jace's win. I'm rooting for you, Jace. I really am. Anyway, you guys, listen, let me take a sip of water. Next, we're going to talk about the 16 and pregnant star, Whitney Purvis, who is also a bit of a mess, right? We already heard, unfortunately, she lost her son. He passed away at the tender age of 16 years old. There was a whole heap of drama surrounding his funeral. Whitney showed up late. She was not allowed in. Just all sorts of, just really, really tragic stuff there. And then afterwards, she was doing rugs with a friend of hers. And I guess she supplied the rugs, and the friend of hers suffered a fatal overdose, and she was charged with manslaughter. And then she got out on bail. And guess what? She got some more charges again. We're going to talk about that.